because you're going to straighten it right up. You're not really combing through natural, quote-unquote, virgin hair unless there's 7. And something, usually by 7 it's already permed or something anyway. So I'm thinking, maybe, is that the issue? What is the issue?
I think that's part of it, GloZell, but thank God there are natural hair salons that do exist, that specialize just in natural hair. And
I gotta find them.
Now we're just doing it ourselves. Yeah, in your area. That's the thing. That's the thing. It has to be in your area. So what happens when there's not a natural hair salon in your area?
Exactly. You can't go to not just an African American or black salon. Now I have to find one that's natural. Okay, great. And what's natural? Real. Well, okay. All right. So, because there's a difference between real and natural. Because this is real natural, but then there's places that don't do weaves, but they're natural because they do perms. So, what can I do? I actually tried to put an S curl through it. Like those little boxes. And just put 2 or 3 of them on there and try to do stuff myself. I have the box like an S curl, like the. Like for guys, just kind of give it a look. I've done that.
Yeah, that's almost a perm.
Right, but it lasts like a week or so. Then people ask me, well, why are you doing all that if you can cover it up anyway? Because I like my hair. I like my hair. I think it's the strongest type of hair, and it's cool, and I like it, but I don't, deal with it every day, comb it every day. And I'm not going to wear Afro every day because, you touch it here, and then now it's flat, now you got to pick. It's like one of those things. I'm not one of those people that got to look in the mirror all the time. But you will if you have it like that at the length that I have it. I have some length to my hair. So.
Now, let me ask you this, because I've always wanted to know this. Why did you start growing your hair natural without straightening it, without putting any more chemicals in it? What was your reason for doing that?
Okay, we're finna get like all deep. Okay, I went to the graduated from the University of Florida. Go Gators. Okay, and I've taken ballet for 17 years of my life. I know, like what not because I was this graceful swan, because I was very clumsy and awkward. So my mom put me in dance classes. So my last couple of classes was when I was in college, and they brought in this dance group called the Urban Bushwomen from New York. And I was like, oh, okay. And I heard they were black. I'm like, black? Because there wasn't that many black people at UF when I went, unless you play in sports. But I was like, well, how is this going to go down? When they showed up, no perms, no straightening or anything. And I thought they were the most beautiful people I've ever seen. Okay, I'm going to cry. Don't cry. And I was like, what? Why? And I'm like, did someone not tell them that they're supposed to perm their hair? Did their mother not just automatically do that? So I stopped perming it the day I saw them. And I kept staring at them. I know they thought I was crazy. But I'm like, not only one, two. I'd never seen women without perms in one room, like 4 or 5 of them, not like some National Geographic Africa kind of thing. Just, hey, this is how we wear hair. Just wear a plait here, plait there. And I thought they were beautiful. And everybody else did too. And I'm like, well, I can look like that. I think. I have no idea what my hair looked like. I've been perming it for so long. So I started growing it then, and I refuse to perm it or straighten it because it's kind of like a tribute to, hey, thank you for telling me that I'm beautiful by just being you. So I keep it like that.
I love that story, GloZell.
Aww. Yeah.
Now, tell us about the wig collection. Now, Nappturalite, if you're familiar with GloZell's channel, she does, different impersonations.
Oh, yes.
It's really funny. But tell us about the wig collection.
My wig, oh, gosh, I've got wigs galore. What I also like is that, being diverse. And plus, it really helps when you have someone like Nicki Minaj, who was always changing their colors, or a Katy Perry that I'm impersonating, because I like playing around. And I have over maybe 200 wigs. Maybe about 200 wigs. Yes. Yes, I'm insane. There are wigs everywhere. Everywhere. Everywhere.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I'm going to have to take this moment to ask you, how do you maintain wigs? I mean, I know this isn't the topic of the show, but I just have to ask you because you have so many, so obviously you know how to take care of them.
Oh no, I'm not good at taking care of because I get synthetic ones, and then you're supposed to replace them every so often. And plus, I'm not wearing like my ones that I do for costumes or whatever every day.
Right.
So the regular quote unquote GloZell look, I change those up. I get them all the time, every month. And I try to get real wigs. Like, oh, maybe I invest in like a real wig, but it hasn't quite worked out yet. The right color, the right style. So I purchase them all the time. That's an investment that I have to do. And we're talking like $30, $40. I'm not spending like $80, $90 because I'm going to chuck it. Well, not chuck it. I keep them. I need to get rid of them, but I can make a house out of all the wigs I have. I really can. It's crazy.
Have you ever done a video just on your wigs?
Actually, no. No, I've done a lot of stand-up, and I've done a one-woman show where I talked about all my wigs, but I never did a video on all my, no. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Yes. So.
Now, this is my last question for you, GloZell, before we end the segment.
Okay.
And that is about being natural in Hollywood. So,
Oh,
I mean,
jeez.
you rub shoulders with a lot of celebrities.
Oh, you about to get me in trouble now. Get me in trouble now. Go ahead.
I mean, what? Well, I don't want you to necessarily out somebody like, yeah, they're natural, you just don't know it. But, let you work it.
For the most part, everybody's wearing a wig, weave, or a unit, or a lace front. And it's not necessarily because they don't have hair, but sometimes when you're performing, the synthetic